Okay, in another very beautiful Saturday morning, and welcome to football predictions and betcraft. All right, another very beautiful day. All right, yesterday we had win until the last game, which was Colombia and Peru. We saw them playing at the 0-0 draw on that occasion. Colombia was unable to win on that very occasion. It does happen in football, but most of the games are so winning greens all over the place. All right, and hopefully we're going to do better today and do so very well. And we'll have our games lined up. But before we look at them, we want to be asking those of us who are coming across our video for the first time to subscribe. If you actually subscribed, also join our VIP group where we'll be seeing games that that are much more preferred by me. Games that I selected that I feel that are much more closer to 100% certain in terms of their outcome. All right, that being said, without further ado, we head to the business of the day, and we'll start with the very first match in the World Cup qualifying game, where we'll have, Finland will be up against Netherlands. Okay, when we look at the stats for each of these two sides, we see that for Finland it is one win and a draw, but I've also lost this game. 4 matches in the last 6 matches that they had, and away side Netherlands have had one win, 4 draws, as well as one loss out of the last 6 games. All right, and when you look at how the two teams are performed from home and away perspective, Finland have actually won 4 matches in the last 10 home matches, but have lost 6 out of those. The last 3 home games that they had, sort of losing all 3 home games, And Netherlands, on the other hand, of course, have won 5 matches and have had 3 draws as well as 2 losses. Okay, Netherlands will be looking to do very well in this very encounter, or noting the fact that the last 3 games that they have sort of playing out on 3 draws on that occasion. So we do expect to see another last side who are going to do so very well and win outrunly against Finland in this very one, because this very game is quite very important for the away side Netherlands. So away win, that's what we expect. Okay, and we head to the next step for today. It is all the way to South America, in Uruguay, where we have Liverpool. This is actually Uruguay Premier Division, where we have Liverpool, Uruguay, coming up against Cerro Lago in Uruguay. All right, for Liverpool, it is 3 victories and 2 draws, as well as 1 loss in the last 6 matches. And Cerro Lago, their way side, have just 1 win and a draw, but they have lost 4 games in the last 6 or 7 encounters. All right, when you look at how these two teams fared, from home and away perspective, you can see that for Liverpool, the home side, the last 10 home games have seen the winning 6 out of those 10 home matches that they had. They've also had 4 draws as well. They've not lost any single match playing from home. All right, and away side, Cerro Lago have had 2 victories, and also they've had 5 draws, as well as 3 losses in the last 10 away matches that they had so far. Okay, when we put all that together, and also noting the fact that the last time both teams met each other, it was Liverpool who actually won against Cerro Lago. That was in March that was actually last month rather, in May, and Liverpool won by 1-0 on that occasion. Okay, and I will also note the fact that the last 3 home meetings between these two sides, anytime Liverpool play from home, they always have a way of winning against Cerro Lago. The last 3 meetings between the two sides, when Liverpool played from home, they all won all those 3. So we expect to see the home side Liverpool, who is also playing from home here, to rise to the occasion and win outrightly. It is home side to win. That's what we expect for this very one. All right, and it takes us to the next game, also in the same Uruguay Primera Division, where we have Danubio who will be facing Talk in Uruguay Premier Division. All right, when you look at the recent games for these two sides, Danubio have won 3 matches in the last 6 games, and they've also had a draw as well as 2 losses. And away side Toku have had just 1 win as well as 5 losses in the last 6 matches that they had. All right, when you look at how the two teams fared from home and away basis, all right, Danubio, the home side, have actually managed 1 win, and they've had 7 draws as well as 2 losses in the last 10 home matches. And away side Toku have managed to achieve 3 victories as well as 3 draws, and also they've had 4 losses in the last 10 away matches that they have so far. All right, the last 2 away games they had was against Juventud and Penarol, and we saw Toku losing those 2 away matches. All right, and the last meetings between two sides saw playing out a 1-1 draw. That was the match of this year, and Danubio played from away on that very occasion. And in this one, we're expecting Danubio to not lose here. We expect to see the home side either winning or drawing, and yet we are going to see under 3.5 home win or draw, and under 3.5. That's what we expect for that very game. We're not going to see a lot of goals, but we expect the home side to not lose here. All right, we'll get to the next game for today. It is in Brazil, Serie B, Brazil second division, where we have America Mineiro who will be up against Fero Vieira. Okay, Fero Vieira. All right, pardon me about the name there, but we look at the last games for these two sides. You can see that America Mineiro in the last 6 have had just 1 win and a draw, and also they've lost 4 matches. And away side, Fero Vieira have had just 1 win, 3 draws, as well as 2 losses in the last 6 games. All right, and looking at the performances from home and away perspective, you can see America Mineiro have not lost a single match in the last 10 home matches, but have also been able to achieve 6 victories out of the last 10 home games that they had, and as well as 4 draws. And they've not lost a single match here. But the away side, Fero Vieira, have managed 2 wins, 4 draws, but have also lost 4 matches out of the last 10 away games that they had so far. And the last away game they had was against Goiás, and they lost by 2-0 on that occasion. All right, and the last meeting between 2 sides saw Statistical Mineiro. That was far back 5 years ago, 2020. And Mineiro played for home, and they won on that occasion by 1-0 against the Vieira side. So here we are expecting the home side to not lose, and we expect to see home side either winning or draw, and still under 3.5. Home win or draw and under 3.5. That's our value for that very encounter, and that will take us to the next also in South America, but in Chile. Copa Chile, where we have Deportes Temuco will be up against Udinese Italiano. Okay, this is actually the last game for our predictions section. And looking at the recent games for these two sides, Deportes Temuco have won 4 matches and draw, as well as 1 loss in the last 6 games. And away side, the Udinese Italiano having 4 victories and 2 draws in the last 6 recent encounters. And looking at how the two teams fared for home and away basis, the home side Temuco have had 5 victories and 2 draws, as well as 3 losses, and away side Udinese Italiano winning 3 games and 3 draws, and also losing 4 matches. Okay, and but when you look at Temuco, in the last 3 home matches, they've actually averaged 3 goals per home games. And that tells you a lot about this very side. Means that they always score very well when playing from home. Deportes Temuco, the home side, have been doing very well. In the last meeting was actually 7 years ago, and Deportes Temuco won by 2-1 on that occasion. But in this one, we are going for the goals outcome in this, and we're supposed to see a minimum of 2 goals appearing in this very encounter. Over 1.5, that's a verdict for that very game. And that concludes it for today. And our predictions, I wish you the very best of luck. I hope your ticket goes green. Remember to play responsibly, as these are football games. Sometimes some other factors may come in to affect the game. But that being said, also remember to join our VIP group. And, you see games that I actually preferred by myself. All right, that being said, tomorrow is another day. We'll be back with our predictions right on this very channel. Do not miss out. But until that time, you keep winning.